minus 2 over 7 minus 3. So could you simplify the top for us, please?
Uh,
4 minus 2
oh yeah, 2.
is 2. How about on the bottom? What is 7 minus 3?
Sorry, my room's a little bit different. Um, what was it? 7 minus 3?
Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
stuff outdoor.
Are you doing this from your
4.
phone?
No,
Are you
I'm doing
doing the
this
Zoom
from
from?
I'm on a different computer because I'm on vacation
Okay,
right now.
got it. Okay. Yeah, so 7 minus 3 is 4. Now, can you reduce this fraction? This is something totally new. Basically, what I'm asking is there a number that goes into both the top and the bottom?
Um, yeah.
Like they
The,
both can be divided by 2. What is 2 divided by 2?
uh, 0, 1,
Okay, it is 1. So whenever you have the same number divided by itself, how about 4 divided by 2?
2.
It is 2. All right, good. Any questions on that?
No.
Let's try another one here. Let's go 6 minus 3 over 10 minus 7. What does that reduce
Okay,
to?
so top is 3,
Okay,
and then bottom would be 3.
okay. Now, is there, is this, does this work? Can you take 3 and divide it by 3?
I think.
So the question more generally is, can you take the same number and divide it by itself? And we just did that up here. What was 2 divided by 2?
That was 1.
Okay, so what is 3 divided by 3?
Would it be 1 as well?
Yes, yes. Okay, so let's look at some new stuff here. How about 1 minus 2 over 4 minus 1? Okay, go ahead and simplify the top, simplify the bottom. And what I mean by that is do the math, add or subtract here.
Okay, so the top one would be -1.
Okay,
Then the bottom would be 3.
okay.
Then simplify it or reduce it even more.
So this one
Uh,
is already reduced. This was already reduced. This is -1/3. Yeah, there's nothing
okay.
to do. All right, now let's look at another one here. Let's say it's -2 minus 4 over 7 minus 5. Okay, so it's something a little bit harder, something we've been doing last times we've been working together. You may need to refer back to your notes
Thing is,
about same
I
sign.
don't have an issue. I don't have my notes anymore because I'm not at home anymore.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but they're sent by email. So if you've got email access,
Oh, really? Okay, hold on.
you can certainly pull them up. I mean, I'm not asking you anything new from last time. Meaning like we've done a bunch of examples like this. So help me,
Yeah,
you gotta help me out here a little bit by
what do you mean by notes? Oh,
so at the conclusion of
oh,
every
there.
lesson, I send the lesson notes by email and then a link
I
to
see
the
it.
screen recording is on my YouTube channel. And if you can, it's always great if you want to subscribe, mostly so you know when your videos are posted, and then thumbs up your videos because they're your videos.
Okay, I see it. I see it. All right, I'm almost done. Okay. Uh, what's that? Sorry.
No, take your time. It's important. It's important
Yeah,
that,
no, there's stuff going on outside again. Um, if I recall, you with the negative and the positive, um, which one's further from zero, right?
so the top one are same sign. They're both negative, -2, -4.
Okay. So don't you just add them?
Yes,
So would it be -6?
yes.
Okay. And then the bottom one would be 2?
Okay. And forget about the negative. Is 6 divisible by 2?
I think. Yeah.
Yes. And the answer is yes. 6 divided by 2. Now you got to tell me what that is. What is 6 divided by 2?
6 divided by 2 should be 3.
That's right. And so it becomes -3. So the reason it's negative, and I think we've covered this, is when you have a negative over a positive. I mean, not that it needs to be written, that becomes negative. What if it were, and I'll just do this off the side here. What if it was like -6 over -2? What would happen to the 2?
It'd be turned to a, my hold on. Say that again?
What if happens when you have a negative over a negative?
It becomes a positive, doesn't it?
Yes, +3. Okay. Now what if it's 6 over -2? So where the negative's on the bottom
It becomes a negative.
becomes a negative. Right, so let's do another one here. I'm going to pull up some more practice problems. So what we're actually doing here is slope. Um,
Okay.
I'm just setting it up for you. But eventually you'll be setting it up on your own. So let me grab a couple problems here. So new problem for you. Let's go like any of these, but that's okay. Let's go so this one's okay. -7 minus a -19 over -2 -1.
Um, um, all right. So first off, don't we um change the negatives, like the two negatives next to each other to a positive?
That's right.
All right.
That's right. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. The answer, this is 19. Not sure what I
Yeah.
was thinking of there. Thank you.
Okay. Then -2 minus 1, which would be should be like -3.
Okay. what does the top become?
Uh,
They're opposite in sign, so you've got to first determine whether the answer is positive or negative.
oh, I see. Okay, positive. Hold on. They're both here.
Positive, and then you take the larger number, 19, and subtract 7.
So 19 is 12.
Okay, over -3. So what does that become?
Comes a negative.
Okay, so negative what? What is 12 divided by 3?
12 divided by 3. Yes, sorry. 4.
We have 4. Good. All right, very good. Let's try another one here. Let's go -1 minus 5 over -6 minus a -4. So I want you to try working this one out on your own and giving me your final answer here whenever you're done. Let me know if you have any questions, of course.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Because I'm a little slow because it's been a little while. Okay, top number would be negative
I want the
6.
whole, yeah, I want the whole answer. So just keep working
Oh,
through it.
oh
Keep
god.
working through it. Yeah. Yeah, you can't, you can do this. This is not the most difficult problem in the world. We've done several examples. You've been writing them down. You should at least be able to move through it a little bit.
Okay. All right, so it'd be -6 over -2.
Keep going. Keep
Keep
going.
going.
You gotta work the whole thing out.
Okay. Mm. Don't we simplify it afterwards?
Well, let's look back, Eden. I mean, we just did.
Yeah.
Let's count. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 examples. Now, did you write any of these down in your notes?
I probably should.
Right. So I can't make you, right? Like
Yeah,
you
I
get the
understand.
choice here. And I mean, do you think that I want to help you? Or do you believe that I actually want to help you?
Um, maybe not. I don't know.
Well, I'm asking you. Only you can answer that. I mean, I know my answer to that, but
I
what is your
honestly, I
perception?
don't know. I don't know.
So what would it take for you to believe that I actually want to help you here?
Uh, I don't know how to answer this.
You're not under investigation. I'm just trying to get you to tell me, hey, you know what, Matthew, I don't believe in you, or I'm being forced to do this and I don't want to do like we got to start somewhere. I mean, that's why we start with the
Yes.
pleasantries, in the beginning. It's like, hey, what is it that, what's going on? Because I actually would like to know what's going on in your world because I don't even know what you look like. I mean, it's fine. I don't need to, but I try to get on camera and say hello and welcome. And I
Yeah.
want you to feel like, hey, this is an inviting experience. We're going to work on some math, yes, which
Yeah.
maybe isn't the most pleasant thing in the
Hmm.
world. But by comparison, it could be a lot worse, right? We could be out doing push-ups on the concrete, the temperature,
Hmm.
the heat.
Yeah. Hmm.
Like, I don't know, man. Like you gotta help me out here. Like I can just say it. I do want to help you. I've given you, this is the most basic example. Two positive
Right.
numbers. Okay. Two positive numbers that divide. Then I introduced the negative. Okay. Then I introduced a negative over a number that divides in. And then
Okay.
I introduced a positive over negative that divides in. And now, like, I'm not trying to like make you feel like you can't do this. I'm just trying to see what you can do on your own.
I
And
see.
it's the goal here is to like take a step, take that leap of faith here. We're not talking about any other type of faith besides just like, okay, can I do this or not?
Okay.
So yes, you have to divide this. We've talked about what to do with same signs when you're dividing
All
and how
right.
to deal with a number divided by another number.
Because right now I got 6/2, and then I'm assuming I just divide it.
Yep.
Can I real quick just write down some of the stuff above?
Sure. Sure. Tell
All
me
right.
where do you want me to go? First example.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
You tell me when to scroll down.
okay. Hold on. I think I'll just write. I think I might just write all of them down. Can you scroll down a bit?
Sure. Hi, this is Matthew. Yes. Okay. Sure. Yeah, of course. Of course. Sure. Yeah. Sounds good. Thank you so much for your help today.
Just go around a bit. Huh? All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah, let me know when we get this
I don't
down.
I don't
Got a
know
few
why
more
this is
examples.
confusing. I don't know why this is confusing me so much.
So the right way to have done it is to have taken notes as we were doing it and to try to
Yeah,
work
okay.
through the problems as we're doing it. I mean, it is harder to go back. It's kind of like, underlining something after you've read it. I mean, you gotta do it in context. I mean, I'm happy to provide some more examples here for you, but um,
Because
like,
right now sorry.
well, what we're doing is as much about learning about how to take notes as anything else. And it sounds like you just don't have that skill right now. Like you just don't even know how to take notes. So that might be the thing to take away. So the first thing would be is when I put a problem up here, and let's
Mhm.
just restart here.
Okay.
Is you put this up here exactly the way it's written right
Okay.
now. So go ahead and get that down in your notes. And
Okay.
let me know when that's
I'm
done.
finished. Finished.
Okay. So the next thing is like when you're looking at the problem there, and I start talking like I say, okay, like let's work this out. -1 -5. So you might write something like this, same sign. You might write that down so that you know that they are same sign. I say it, but sometimes you need to write down what I'm saying.
Okay.
And then you have to be able to do this. So what is -1 -5? You have to be able to, quote unquote, do the math here.
-6.
-6, good. And then you might make a note down here that it's two negatives. And
Right.
that becomes -6 plus 4. Okay, so then you would, you're putting some words down to go along with the actual action.
Mm-hmm.
So on top, still -6. What,
Right.
these are opposite sign. So you
Yeah,
might even
and the
write that
bottom
down.
be
Yeah,
-2.
okay, -2.
And then you would change that, cancel that out to be a positive.
Right? So you cancel the negatives. So maybe even write that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You're trying to put enough down so that you know what the story is.
Right. Okay.
You walk into a movie midway through, you don't know how they got there. So -6 -2 is over -2 is positive, positive what? What is 6 divided by 2?
Better.
What is 6 divided by 2?
That would be 3.
Positive 3. Okay. Right. So, you did an example. Now, the way to like well, I've mentioned this a few times, when you go watch the video replay, and maybe you don't want to, maybe you're not sure, but you'd go watch the video replay and you'd get to a place where it would look just like this.
Yeah.
You would pause the video right there. I mean, if you watch YouTube, you know how to do this, right? So here's what you do. You pause the video, you'd
Right.
write the problem down fresh, and you'd see if you could work it out.
Okay.
Meaning like, exactly what we just did here without looking at your notes. Now, you can do two things from that point. You can either check your answer on the video or check your answer in your notes or check your steps.
Right.
But the idea is you rework the problem. I don't remember if you said you played any sports, but there's a reason you go, basketball, you go practice your free throws, or you go to the batting cage, or, if you, whatever sport you like, you practice, even if it's the same thing you've done over and over, you just keep practicing it so that when you see it again, you know what to do. Right.
Yep.
So let's do another couple of problems here and let's talk about how to take the notes. Okay. And that's all we're trying to like sort of learn here is how do we take notes. So here's a new problem. -11 -6 over -9 -8. Okay. So you might make a note that in the numerator, these are same sign.
Yes.
Which means that you keep the sign. So what is -11 -6? That's what my
Oh,
question is.
I'm sorry, sir. I was
It, it's
writing
okay.
this
It
down.
just now it's you got to like, okay, how do I actually do this? What's the math tell me?
Okay. So take the whole. All right, I'm back. So negative, that'd be -17.
Okay. How about on the bottom now? Are they same sign or opposite sign?
They are opposite.
Okay. The opposite. Okay. Tell me which one's positive, which one's negative.
Sorry, I'm back. So it's did I say opposite?
You did. And then I asked you which one was positive, which one was negative.
Should be same sign, right?
Okay. What is the sign?
Negative.
Okay. Now when you add the numbers without the sign, 9 and 8, what does that add up to?
7. Wait, say that one more time.
I'm giving you the instructions. When you after you figure out the sign, you add the numbers without the signs.
So 17.
17. Okay, what does this reduce to?
Positive.
Okay, positive. What number?
17.
You have the same number
I meant like
divided by the same number. We did this earlier. You said you took down some notes
yeah,
on
1.
this.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's where you go back and you're like, okay, well, have I done this before? And see, it's not the numbers, it's the words. Okay, same number over same number is +1.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Sorry that you don't need to know. That's okay. So here's a new one for us to look at: -9 minus a -6, -1 minus a -5. Right. This is again where the words are really, really important here.
All right, for the top one, cancel the 2 minuses out to be a positive, so it's -9 plus 6. And then the bottom, the same thing. So it'd be -1 plus 5.
Okay.
And then we
So this is where you gotta look back at your notes. Be like, what is
yeah.
the same sign or opposite sign? What is it? You know, the classification. You go up to machine at the gym. You say, is it a chest machine or is it a leg machine? You got to know
Okay,
what it
so
is.
same sign?
Okay, what are the same signs then?
Actually no. Positive. Adding 6.
Right, one's positive, one's negative.
Yeah, okay, so it's negative. Different
So
sign.
it's opposite
And
in
then
sign.
okay. Both are opposite because of the plus.
Okay.
So,
So now you say, okay, what are my rules for opposite in sign?
further from 0.
Okay, so which one's further from 0? -9 or
-9 is
+6?
further from 0.
So your answer is negative. How do you figure out the number that goes next to it?
Don't we minus
Okay, so minus.
or subtract?
What is the result?
Well, I guess. Mhm. I have my notebook with me. Alright, so we subtract, okay, subtracted.
We are running out of time here, so -9 + 6, opposite in sign. You got the sign correct. 9 - 6 is 3. They're opposite in sign down below here, okay? So it's positive because 5 is further from 0. 5 - 1 is 4.
Mhm.
Positive, negative, and a positive means it's negative, -3 over 4.
I wrote this entire thing down, so I could remember.
Yeah, let's have you get this down. Then we'll talk real quick before closing out.
Okay.
All right, so we are gonna have to stop here though.